And we're back. 4 Downs Coach D Radio Show on BigSportsRadio.com. Live here at the beautiful Hilton Garden Inn. Want to thank everybody for coming out, checking me out on the final show of the football season. And guess what? There's an award show too, so I got some surprises for some of these young men in the Roanoke Valley today. And guess who I have with me? Mr. Cameron Prodruchny, my good friend from the Halifax Academy, the quarterback of the state runner-up Halifax Academy Vikings. How you doing this morning?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great, doing great. So, just let's recap this whole season. You guys were phenomenal this year, and I know it didn't end the way you would like, but just if you could sum it up, how would you sum up your football season?
We played hard football, I think, all year. We started off strong. We played a Southampton team where we went to 5 overtimes, and we just played hard football all the way through, and we had a few tough games, like really close games, but we're able to come out on top in the end until the very end.
And let's go back to that championship game. I know that's a tough thing to talk about, and I know it was rough and whatnot. But just you guys didn't get out to the kind of the start that you wanted, and for a second me standing on the sideline right there, and I'm thinking just kind of waiting for it to come in. And what were some of the things that you were seeing out there that just kind of that were kind of as the game was going on?
It felt different. I think every year when we've been on, like in the championship game the past 3 years, the game in general felt different, and I'm not really sure why. It just never really panned out for us. So it was a slow start. We thought we were going to get back into our rhythm, and we did for a little bit, but we just weren't able to get it going too much.
I guess I'd like to ask you, the first time I met your coach was back in late July, early August, and he told me that he wasn't old school, he was old school. I said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, I don't have a cell phone. How am I going to get in touch with you? I had to work through Jason all year. What's your favorite Pete Edwards story?
Whew. Well, he's got a lot of great stories. My favorite story about him is probably just him telling us stories from when he was in school. He tells us all these stories about when he was playing. He would run down the field. He played linebacker. He was 94 pounds when he was a senior. He said he played linebacker, played every snap, had 28 tackles in a game, had his 2 front teeth knocked out one time, he said. So he ran to the field and got some cotton and stuck it in his mouthpiece and kept playing. Would change it out every few plays. What he told us, I don't have a reason not to believe him.
And speaking of, shout out to Coach Edwards and all the people over there at Halifax Academy, all the people that's here from Halifax Academy. I want to tell people, looks can be deceiving, and people wouldn't think, you see Cameron and you think, okay, he can play quarterback, but when I tell you, he is one of the hardest hitting linebackers in the Roanoke Valley area. Justin can attest to this right here. He had a game we had 20 tackles. Am I correct?
Correct. As rugged as anybody I covered all fall, and willing to stick his face mask in the mix on every snap, and then turn around and lead the offense on the other side. Versatile.
And also to his leadership, the leadership of his team. Being able to lead his team the way he did, even in the midst of everything that was going on throughout the year. And that's one of the things that really caught my eye. Us talking on occasions and whatnot. And that meant the most to me, because even in the midst of, after that game, and as people know, it was a moment. It was actually in the Daily Herald this past week. It was a moment, and I won't get into the conversation that me and you had. But even in the midst of it, he was still looking out for his teammates. And that's what you want your kids to have, what you want to instill in your kids, not as a coach, but as a mom, a father, whomever. So that's one of the reasons why he's here. So you probably trying to figure out what's going on right now. So I have some awards, and I'm gonna give out. You're gonna be the first recipient of the 4 Downs with Coach D Radio Show Captain Award, because it takes a true leader to be a captain on a team. Everybody can say they're a leader, but you have to show it on and off the field. So I'm gonna give this a little something, courtesy of the 4 Downs with Coach D Radio Show, and just to let you know that it's not about the trophy. It's about what you do. It's about what you do on the field and what you do off the field. So I just want to present this to you and let you know and let you know this is from me, and this is, and you're one of the great leaders, and you led a team that I thought would, pull off the win. But nevertheless, regardless of it, this is something that you can cherish the rest of your life, and everybody can always say that you're a leader, regardless of where you go off to school, whatever you may do. And I know you like to play music as well.
Yes.
So you can be a leader in that too, because I like music too, by the way, just to let you know. But just want to thank you, man. I really do.
Yes,
I
sir.
really
Thank
do.
you.
I really do. Any last comments from you guys?
Wish there was one more year of eligibility. I'd like
yeah,
to see
I
you
do
have a
too.
chance at another state title. But as Coach said, you took that group as far as you possibly could, and you did it in style. So well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I want you to know something. I coached with Pete Edwards in the late 90s and the early 2000s, and I too have heard those stories about the teeth and the cotton. So if it's not true, he's been telling it for a long time.
Yes,
Let's say
sir.
that.
So want to thank Mr. Cam. Give him a round of applause, people. This is the 4th Ounce Coach D Kaplan Award winner, and we'll be back. 4th Ounce Coach D Radio Show.